What is the most underrated position in all of football?
What when you mean underrated, what do you mean underrated by? Like underappreciated, underutilized? Like what do you mean by like underrated?
I would say probably underappreciated for the
Underappreciated.
work they do. Just underrated overall. I mean, you could put a few different topics in that category.
Well, I'll be real. I think cornerbacks have a really hard job. If I'm being real,
Yeah.
it's hard to be a cornerback, especially with like the talent and stuff that we see in the NFL. Like we're getting 4.22 40 times. People are becoming way too fast, and trying to keep up with those guys, it's hard.
Mhm.
So I would say cornerback is definitely an underappreciated. It is hard to play that position. I know we give a lot of crap, and when you think about corners, you think about five of them off the top of your head, and about that, then
Yeah.
everyone else is about average. But it's hard. Like it is. It's a hard position to play. I think kickers are sometimes underappreciated too because they do
Mm.
they do a lot for your team, and I think they're doing a little more this season with as we've seen with the preseason with the kickoffs rules change and stuff.
The
So
new rule.
yeah,
Yeah.
we're seeing more kickoff returns again, which I'm thankful for because that's one of the things I complained about last year. I felt like we were never seeing kickoffs. Everyone's just kicking them in the back of the end zone every time they went to kick it.
Pretty much, essentially. But you hit the nail right on the head with that one. I mean, the secondary corner group, it's an extremely hard position to play. I could see it being underrated in a wide regard, but in my opinion, a little biased as a former tight end, but I'm picking the tight end position. I think it's a little underrated, undervalued at times. You gotta play receiver, but you gotta block at the same time. You can't just be a one-trick pony.
Unless you're Travis.
Uh, Travis Kelsey. I was
Yeah.
kidding, but you gotta be able to block well. Look at Kittle. I mean, he's a great example of being able to block extremely well while being able to catch the ball on top of that. So I think tight ends are underappreciated in today's game, and if you got a good one, you better hold on to one.
Tight end's a good. I like that example. Yeah, I was gonna say George Kittle's a great example of a tight end, but I would say Laporta.
Florida too.
Laporta was
Yeah,
doing excellent on his blocking and his catching last year. I was very impressed. I
yeah.
feel like he may be what tight ends end up being here in the future. I think
Iowa,
Iowa puts out some tight ends. Iowa puts out some ball players in general.
Hawkinson.
Tristan Wirfs is from there.
Yeah,
Like they
they
put
put out
out
linemen, tight ends,
it's not
everything but quarterbacks.
yeah everything but quarterbacks. They'll give you some great defensive players though.
Yeah, they will.
Cooper DeJean.
Um, Cooper Hey, we'll see how he pans out. But let us know down below, guys. Who do you think's the most underrated position in all of football? But moving on to the